Well, hi there. It's Raina, and welcome to... Yeah? Uh, okay, sorry. Hold on, I just got it. 1 second. Yeah? Dad, I'm recording the introduction. Yeah, the introduction to episode 26 of Holding Out for a Hero. Yeah. Yeah, the one where the side track is the main track. No, I don't want lunch right now. Yeah, I'm sure. Dad, I'm kind of... Okay, yeah, fine. I know the cat's on the fridge, but...
One, two, three, clap.
Hey.
We all here?
That was pretty good.
I'm here.
Excellent. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Holding Out for a Hero, a very rusty episode because it's been a while since we all recorded, so yeah.
Hooray!
I am Nico, the DM for this campaign, and today's session question is, if the party was in a band, what instrument would your character play? And I would say, who should I pick on? Izzy would definitely be a lead guitarist.
Oh.
I feel like that's a hot take. I'm not sure she's lead guitarist material.
Ooh. What
She
would
thinks she
What
is.
would you put her as?
I think she would play the tambourine.
She plays the spoons.
Yeah, definitely one of those, like, real low-tier percussion instruments.
Damn.
I would have gone with vocalist because she likes to be up front and center.
That's true. She also never shuts up.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, my name is John, and I play Major Sergeant Patches, and he'd be the DJ.
If this doesn't pick up on the audio, we're all just gonna sound insane.
It should. It will. Don't you worry.
It better.
And if it doesn't, we just have to go add it in.
No.
No.
If the Patches would actually just be the drummer. That's what I think.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I play Kittie with the Night. And I was also thinking drummer, or at the very least she'd play the cymbals so she could bang it together just randomly.
Actually, you're right. Kitty would be the drummer. Patches would be the bass. So you can't tell that he's there, but it makes the song sound better.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's fair.
Hi, I'm Raina. I play Jem. We know her. And I was also going to say bass player because she's goth. But since that was taken, I'm thinking probably like keyboardist, maybe?
Mm.
Isn't Jem the face of our group? She'd be the lead singer.
Oh, I mean, I didn't want to be that person though.
I
Be
mean,
like,
Jem kind of is that person, though.
Listen, she sang in session a little bit ago, and it was not good. So I'm like, do we really want to subject anyone to that?
I mean, Patches can only sing one thing.
It also wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe we just need a lot of auto-tune.
I mean, I think the lead vocalist would either be her or Patches, and the genre that we would play would shift wildly depending on who it is.
Yeah.
Both
can
of
see
you
that.
sing lead on different songs.
Yeah.
It's just like Skillet.
Or you duo like Linkin Park.
Oh, Patches does the rap breakdowns.
Mm.
It's the same rap every time.
But it's always the same rap, yeah.
Alrighty, and our session summary is gonna be Raina.
Okay. Hi. So, I also don't remember how to do this. What happened? I don't know.
The end.
Yeah, the end. There you go. Go listen to it, I guess. No. So, Patches gets back He's alive. Thank the gods. And with, we get one more day to go out looking for Vasilica and for the people. Taryn really warmed up to me and told me exactly where we should go. So the next day, Patches and I set out. We find the people in an abandoned mine. We save them. We bring them back. And then, we're good. We're chill. Our name is cleared. Everything's fine. So now we need a new plan. And we don't know what that plan is. And we were supposed to figure it out. And we had a lot of time to figure it out, and I don't think we did. Ta-da!
Thank you for that session summary.
You're so welcome.
As a reminder, you all have just completed a long rest, so you should have all your abilities and stuff back, as well as be at full health. You stayed in the crew quarters upon the ship, and it is morning now. What are y'all up to?
So first off, I think we need to sit down and figure out, which we should have done beforehand. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Feel free to cut this out as we figure out what the fuck we're gonna do next.
While you guys are conversing amongst yourselves, Meikee is talking to the captives, which you guys have saved. The captain approaches you, and as you guys are planning amongst yourselves, and oh, I forgot Ladrill is also with you guys.
The drill has her people now, so she doesn't need to come with us.
Yeah. She motions to, or she walks up to you all and says, I've had some time to think about your requests regarding Taryn. And I would be willing to keep him in Wroat for up to 3 months if you can either bring me Vasilica or update me on how her capture goes. Given that he does not try to escape or otherwise maim the guards.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you guys were gonna hunt Vasilica with Taryn, not us.
I mean, we can hunt her down without him as well.
Yeah, but he knows where she likes to go. You'll have a easier time with him helping.
Yeah, he's in the process of turning over a new leaf.
I don't know if I quite believe that.
Well, that's also...
But you guys have proven to be trustworthy.
That's a word for it.
All of us over here have we?
Okay, in that case, since Nico has given us a plot hook, should we bite into it?
I think we should,
I have
because
another plot
also...
hook.
Oh.
Meikee's talking to some people.
Oh,
Let's see what Meikee has to say, and then decide.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't have our full group together yet. We'll have to discuss as a full group. But if we do take your quest, what do we get other than just Taryn doesn't die?
Yeah, do we get some bounty or something?
Yes, in fact, there is a bounty for Vasilica, so you would get that as well.
How much is it?
2,000 gold pieces.
2,000?
All right, we're on it.
Buddy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right after
Holy
we talk to
smokes.
Meikee and she... Whoops. Right after we talk to Meikee and she tells us what's up.
Kittie doesn't care. Elaine cares. Elaine wants that gold.
Jem cares twice as much now.
Okay, we'll get back to you on that, Captain.
Alright, I'll be in my quarters. You go up to Meikee, who is speaking to the captives with Ladrill, and you catch the tail end of their conversation, and one of the captives seems to be telling Meikee about someone she knows who she had met at Winnieland, the famous amusement park that's in Wroat. Everybody knows it. It's very family friendly.
Okay.
Someone they know works there, he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you guys approach, Meikee turns to you and says, "Oh, good, you guys are here. I think I might have a lead on, I guess you can say, finding a mentor." Apparently, as she gestures to the woman in front of her, Yervu has a friend, coworker, a contact that has met with a expert fortune teller, so she calls it. And I'm a bit intrigued.
Well, that's great.
That's just the sort of person that I would be hoping for to maybe help with all of the questions I have that seem to be evading answers that I can find. Anyways, what were you guys talking to the captain about?
That feels like a good next step, but we have a more time-sensitive mission set up to get Terran his freedom.
Okay. Are
And
we committing to that?
2,000 gold pieces.
That is very
For
nice.
us, not for Terran. 2,000, it's for, we get the money, he gets to live.
It's a good deal for
And
everyone.
that's priceless.
I disagree, it's worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Well then, what's the plan?
I really go after Vasilica and cash in, right?
I'm assuming that Gem and Patches updated Kitty on all the goings-ons that happened.
Yeah. Definitely.
We can try to track down that group that Vasilica wasn't a part of, because maybe they'll meet up with her somewhere.
Yeah, because I kept thinking that they must have, or that it's more than likely there's a sizable probability that they're connected somehow with other shady groups that we've come in contact with in the past. And I'm gonna glance at Patches because I don't want to out his whole backstory right now because I can't remember off the top of my head if he told everybody.
Nope.
I think he did, but I don't remember, so I don't want to be that person.
Not the whole thing. I think pretty
Yeah.
much everyone knows that I was part of a mercenary group, but not everyone knows the specifics.
Mm-hmm. So, is a group that we've had possible run-ins with before. So, I think either way it is also, if that's something we want to pursue, that would be a really good place to start.
Okay. So, track down Vasilica first.
Yeah.
And I think a trip to Winnieland would be great. A great reward, especially with 500 gold pieces to our name each.
What's Winnieland?
How to explain this? Well, you see, it's kind of like a big museum, but there are interactive components to the museum. So, and then it's a lot of fun.
Museums aren't fun.
Have you ever had fun before, Kitty?
Yeah, I've had lots
It's
of fun
like
with
that.
you guys. And before.
Yeah.
I get to blow things up.
There's like a whack-a-mole sort of game there that you can hit things that are meant to be hit and people don't get mad at you.
Oh, I'm no good at hitting things.
It's a less violent locale, but there is some, some excitement and adrenaline.
Yeah, what's the bougeometer of Winnieland? Like, is it super bougie or is it like
Yeah, it's fairly bougie.
Knott's Berry Farm?
It's because it's relatively new. It has only been unveiled 1.5 years ago. It is competitive to get in. It's not particularly like, oh, only certain people can go in, but because the opening has been so competitive and they've been limiting how many people can go in a day. That's why it's a little bougie. But at this point, that's kind of petering out. So more regular people will be able to go.
Okay. But it could be a lot of fun.
If you guys want to go, I'll go. But like, what's fun about violence without explosions?
Hey, kid, look at me, okay?
Uh-huh.
They have turkey legs there that are as big as you are.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You do usually come cooked, though.
That's fine. Cooked is not a problem. It's the spices that's the problem. Is it like spiced up real heavily?
No. Well, they have to, cater to all types there, so they tend to keep things a little bland, and then you can add more seasoning afterwards if you want.
Ah. Nice. Okay. Let's go.
Well, let's find Vasilica first,
Oh, right, yeah.
and then we can go as a little treat.
As a little treat.
As a little
We all
treat.
deserve a little treat.
It's true.
It is very true, especially after being in jail.
So, do we all go to the captain? Does one person go to the captain? Patches, do you want to talk to her because she likes you the best?
She does like you the best.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Thank you, Patches.
Alrighty, Patches, you find the captain. It's not hard. What do you tell her?
We will try to find Vasilica for righteous reasons and monetary gain. I love it when those two ideologies intersect.
Doesn't matter to me what your reasons are, but you do have... I'll say you have 3 months to exchange her for Terran, and he will be released. Although if he commits crime again in Breland, obviously, he is not exempt from that. Beyond that, if you pass your 3-month time period, you, of course, still get the bounty, but Terran will be sent for trial and most likely execution. Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair to me.
If 3 months have passed and you need more time, you can contact us again and we can rehash a new date. However, if you don't contact us again, we will proceed with our plan.
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay? Where will you be headed?
Well, luckily we planned this earlier, and we all said...
Well, we might need some more time to decide that, because it would depend on, like, any possible hideout locations, movements, that sort of thing. So maybe we should talk to Terran again.
That's
And
fair.
luckily we talked to Terran also, and he said...
Yes, because we were well
Sure.
prepared for this conversation.
Sure. Yeah. Hideout places. Terran says that they are most likely to go to abandoned ruins or other forts that don't seem... forts and outposts that don't seem well guarded. That is usually the go-to. They don't have any, like, specific ones named, like, oh, if things go south, we're all gonna meet up here again. They just kind of scatter, and then, like, if they run into each other again, they run into each other again.
That's a horrible system.
Yeah, it's really
and
terrible.
he thought they were loyal?
It usually works out. They usually stick to coastlines because they have boats.
Any particular regions? Like, is it all by moon watch?
He's
Forge Keep?
guessing. If he's guessing Vasilica's movements, if you show him a map, he's guessing that they went to Shadowlock Keep.
Okay.
Whether or not they're still there is a different story, but that's where he's guessing they went. And that is similar to, it makes sense with what Patches had found when he found the part of the camp that broke off, as they were headed west as well. They kind of went like way west of Moonwatch into that little bay area that's along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they were.
Ah, okay, I see. And whereabouts are we right now?
You guys are kind of where the T of the hilt is.
The first tee or the second
The
tee?
first T.
Okay. So maybe we should get out at Moonwatch and then see if we can get a couple horses and set out for the keep.
Would they go backwards for us to Moonwatch?
Yeah, I guess they would have to probably turn around.
Yeah, that's fine. The captain said, yeah, they'll be willing to sail a day out to somewhere to drop you off.
Okay. Patches, does that sound good to you?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
You have your lieutenant, and then we could get 2 or 3 horses between ourselves. Meikee, are you coming with us?
As much as I would like to, I really do want to follow up with this fate expert. And I don't think... I don't really need the money. But, you know, it is a lot of money, so you guys can split it 3 ways instead. I would rather head to Wroat.
We can meet you there. After we deal with the Vasilica stuff, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
We can part ways for a little bit, meet up, and, you know, if you really love your mentor, you can stick with them, and if you really don't like your mentor, you can always come back.
Yeah, and either way, if I do leave Wroat, I'll leave a message for you guys somewhere.
Great, I'll come with you to Wroat.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think Jem and I can do
Oh, you'll
that
be
on
fine.
our own.
Yeah, I'm going to Wroat. That's the character arc that I have now.
Oh, boy.
Are you sure you want to do this, Patches? I'll be fine. I'm with a whole fleet.
100%.
It's John's last day on the podcast.
This would be the best way to announce I'm leaving.
Kittie kind of just like tugs on Patches a little bit. It's like, well, you really want to leave us?
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say
Can't
make
kid
sure
like
you bring
that.
your bubble pipe, but
Meikee's
Okay.
gonna be fine. She's got a whole fleet. She's going to, basically a circus performer's dream.
It's true.
That's true.
I'm quite excited to see Winnie land.
In the meantime, I've got 2 people I gotta take care of.
I'm gonna look around to see who the 2 people are.
Well, I got, there are 2 more members of our family now. I'm not just gonna let them run into danger.
Oh.
it's Jem
Taryn.
and Lieutenant Sparkles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones to be protecting. Yeah.
Well-
I get you.
Sure.
Yeah. You and me, Patches, and then Kittie elbows Patches. Yeah, we're the protectors here. Yeah.
That's right. We make sure everyone's safe. Keep those
Yeah.
peepers open for any danger.
Keep your peepers peeped. Yeah, we can meet up with you at Winnieland, where we decide to have our little treat after finding Vasilica. And any other leads.
And if I'm not there, I'll leave a note for you guys at the lightning rail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you tell the captain to moonwatch?
To Moonwatch. Yeah, since we're gonna it's like a 1-day journey, you said?
Yes, that is correct.
For the last evening of our little group being together, can we just have a little itty bitty party for us, just before we have to part ways, kind of thing?
Yeah. You check in with the captain, and the captain says it's fine as long as you aren't disturbing anybody's sleep too late into the night.
I don't think it's going to be a rager, but yeah. You know Patches. And Meikee. Those circus people. They get a little lit.
As part of the going away party, Kittie will reach into her bag of holding and pull out the cane and Tobias's shoes. Give them to Meikee and say, "Listen, I don't know much about Winnieland, but if there's a lot of walking, you might need new shoes and a cane to help you. And the cane's going to be helpful if you want to walk, or if they mentioned violence, if you just want to smack people. Like, you could use the cane."
Thank you, Kittie, but I don't think Winnieland is a place of great violence.
What? Kittie turns and looks at Patches and Gem.
I'm just gonna very
It's
blatantly look away.
It's like play violence. Like you do violence,
It's
but in
fake
sort of
violence,
yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I have something for you too. Since I said, I'd always be with you and all that, and we're parting earlier than I expected. Patches rummages around in, I guess the bag of holding, because I don't know that he would have had it on him, and pulls out a smaller, like 1/5 scale, probably smaller than that. I don't know how foot tall. That's probably fine. Like a small version of himself, with a little bow on it, and in the bow it does say, "I'll be there," and he hands it to Meikee, and he says, "There you go, to keep you company."
Oh, thank you, Patches. But, just because we're not always together doesn't mean that, we'll never see each other again. I could just ask you to ship yourself to me again.
Well, I won't.
Just like last time.
I won't know the address.
Yeah, I'll find a way to send it to you.
Either way, you take this with you, okay? It'll help you with your bad dreams.
Thank you, Patches. And she pulls everyone in for a group hug.
No.
Thank you, everyone.
Wait, I want to give Meikee something. I'm gonna rummage through the bag of holding, and I'm gonna pull out like an amethyst geode that I have. And I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna put it in her hands, and then like clasp her hands with my own, and go, "This rock is not only purple like you, but it's also, the gem itself is said to be powerful in repelling nightmares. And, I hope you're able to have restful sleep and be safe."
Thank you, Chem. That's real thoughtful of you.
What's all this stuff about dreams? Why are you guys giving her dream stuff? Well, maybe you could bring the cane into your dream and just smack things in your dream. Maybe you could do that.
This is what happens when you don't have to sleep 8 hours a night.
No more dark tea before bed. You know it has caffeine in it and it keeps you up.
Kittie, it's all about balance. See, you give me things to, hit the real life nightmares with, and then, they give me stuff to battle the in-dream nightmares. And now I have all my bases covered.
Yeah, you know what? Give that cane a smack. Smack me.
She gives you a light smack.
That's pretty good.
Wouldn't it ting because of your armor?
It would.
Oh, yeah, sorry, hang on. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Oh, and if Tobias's shoes don't fit you, you could just throw them at people.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Let me say that without moving my chair. That's true.
That's true.
It's true. La chancla.
That's true. Anyway, let's move on to the next scene.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all want to do before you go to sleep?
Can I have one little thing? Pretty please.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go down and we'll ask for permission to go see Taryn, so I'm not like disturbing anybody.
Yeah, you can. There's still the 2 guards down there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go, hey, what's up? As I pass them. And just go and sit in front of Taryn's cell and just go, we're heading to Moonwatch, and we'll be trying to track down Vasilica and hopefully earn your freedom. We have 3 months to do it.
Thank you. It's more than I deserve, but I appreciate it all the more.
It's, it's just the right thing to do. But is he like relatively close to the bars?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach through and grab him by the shoulder, and like all emotion is going to leave my expression. I'm gonna go, and I swear to the gods, if you don't turn over a new leaf and start a new life after this, I will personally hunt you down and kill you myself.
That's fair. I mean, I will try my best.
See that you do. And I'll just smile at him again.
And you get the sense that he's not intimidated by your threat, and it oddly seems to put him at ease a little.
What? No. No, that's not the point.
He wants somebody to hold him accountable.
Fine.
Accountability is part of redemption.
It's true. But it's never easy. Okay? It's really difficult to do. But it's worth it. So just put in the work.
You say that like Jem has been redeemed.
Stop hurting her.
She can't
Just
hear me.
taking
She
psychic
doesn't know.
damage.
I did
From a
take
different
psychic
dimension.
damage.
She's a concept. I'm a full
How many
human
points
person.
of psychic damage did I take?
He's nodding along with her as she speaks.
All right. And I'll hold out my hand in like a bro, whatever they're called, like not handshake, but like the buff arm meme.
Mhm.
Are you trying to dap him up?
I'm just trying to like, be in agreement, but in like not a dainty, let me give you my hand like a noble woman kind of way.
He takes your hand in both of his hands. It says, I don't know what it is you saw in me, but I really, really do thank you. This is John's last day on the podcast.
We're kicking him out.
He's getting voted off the
I'm
island
gonna
for
get
this.
kicked off for having a soundboard.
I just imagine Patches is like at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, peeking his
peering
head in.
around the corner.
While Jem is gone, if Meikee is sleeping, Kittie's gonna have a little convo with Patches.
Yeah, sure.
Patches, does that mean they're breaking up? Does that mean we're not gonna be siblings anymore?
We're always gonna be siblings.
Oh, Patches! And Kittie will bear hug Patches.
Patches will bear hug back because that's the only kind of hug he can do.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else before you all head to bed?
Yeah, Patches gonna take Jem aside and say, "So Jem,
So Patches,
how you doing?"
I'm gonna squint at him. Were you bad mouthing me earlier?
What?
Why do I have the vibe that you were?
I hold
No,
nothing
I'm
but
kidding.
respect for you in my heart, Jem.
What do you mean? How am I doing?
I'm just wondering what's up. Like, what are you up to?
I'm gonna like glance around the presumably empty deck or
Fairly
quarters
empty.
or wherever we are and just go, same as you, I guess. I'm fine.
Cool. You got weekend plans, or you just going with the flow?
Are you asking me out?
No.
Patches? Insight check.
You insight check this, but you don't insight check Taryn.
I didn't have a chance to.
Your DC is 0.
Well, let me roll anyway. We haven't rolled at all. That's a 21.
His intentions are purely platonic.
If we're gonna go to Moonwatch and we're gonna set out on a new adventure, yeah. So, what's up?
Cool. No, that's it. I just wanted to see what you were up to.
Oh, you're just bonding?
Yeah, just checking to make sure we're still on.
For
The whole capturing the woman thing.
why is there? Did I do something that would make you think I wouldn't be down for that?
No, it's not you. I was just sort of making sure that the plans were still in place.
What? Above table, John? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
I just thought it'd be funny to do a very pointless scene.
I thought that was gonna be a segue into John or into Patch's grilling Jem about what she was doing down in the hold alone.
Did you kiss Taryn?
Did I?
Did you?
Jem does not initiate, okay? She accepts.
Hmm.
She's too proud.
So no.
Yeah, there was a potential, but it didn't happen.
What? Was it because I got interrupted by the clowns upstairs?
You you get the feeling that or at least Jem got the feeling that Taryn was also not particularly an initiator.
Oh no!
They're
It's
both
just
bottoms.
pining. How could you? How could you do this to me?
Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep standing up.
Okay, are you gonna T-pose again?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, have a good sleep.
Patches, you gonna do your dream thing tonight?
Yeah, I am.
Who's the lucky winner?
It's gonna be Meikee because it's gonna be the last time that we're together
Oh.
Okay.
for a while, and I'll be an active participant.
Okay, please roll a... What's your spellcasting modifier?
Charisma.
Please roll a charisma roll.
I believe that's a 15, or no, wait, I think that's a 14. Just straight charisma.
Just straight charisma.
14.
Okay. You get a dream that you feel is fairly typical in the sense of like a the regular dream, non sequitur, scene changes, character changes, but throughout the dream you do notice nothing else of the dream particularly stood out to you. It was kind of a similar a replaying of the recent events in a warped fast forward kind of fashion, but the thing that does sound out to you is that there is a tune repeated in multiple scenes that you haven't heard before, and it seems quite prominent. It's noticeable. It sounds like someone humming.
Does it seem like it's coming from something outside of just Meikee's dream?
It's possible.
Can I try and locate the source of the sound?
When you come out of her dream, you can try to locate the source of the sound, although jumping out of the dream will take you out of it for tonight.
I'll just stay in there.
Okay. When you do eventually leave her dream, there is no such humming in your surroundings.
Okay, noted.
But yeah, that stands out to you. Alrighty. It is early morning, around like maybe an hour before sunrise, some ungodly hour, as you guys are woken up by various crew members telling you that you have arrived at Moonwatch.
Oh. Well.
It is dark out still, with first light not really breaking yet, but you are the ship is docking, and you guys are getting ready to depart.
Oh, I'm so tempted to go down there and take advantage, but But also, I still got a fiance to answer to, technically.
Okay. Say goodbye to Meikee and Ladrill.
Yeah, they wake up blearily and walk with you to the edge of the ship.
Give both of them big, spine-cracking hugs. As much as I can, because I'm an elf.
Yeah. Can do.
I give a better, stronger hug.
Okay, we're not gonna dislocate anybody's spinal discs today. Not everything has to be a contest. We love you both.
Roll for attack.
I'm simply better at hugs. I was built for it.
It's true, you are very squishy and huggable.
Nothing
not
personal.
in your armor, but
I have expertise in hugging.
When Kittie says bye to Ladrill, she's just gonna whisper, "Make sure you take care of her, okay?"
And Ladrill nods.
Is the captain there?
No, the captain is not there.
She's not even going to see us off. We're doing
When
this
you
huge
look around
favor
for her, the crew informs you that the captain is still asleep.
Oh my god!
They can wake her up if you want to.
I was just going to shake her hand, but God, excuse us.
Yeah, pass on a little shake, a handshake from us.
Yeah,
Sure, you got it.
We'll know if you don't do it.
no.
The crew member kind of looks uneasy at that and says, "Okay, I'll pass it on."
Good man.
Alrighty. Departing off into the city of Moonwatch, it is
Wait,
much.
hold on.
Hmm?
Before we go, I'm going to say, oh wait, can you pass off one more thing?
Uh-huh.
Pass this off to Taryn, and I'm going to blow a kiss.
Okay.
Do it. I'll know if you don't.
Okay, I'll do it.
I will also know if you don't, and I will be okay with that.
God, adventurers are weird.
You're goddamn right. Now let's hit
Yeah,
the streets.
you know what? I think they're all kind of freaks. It's just the call.
Yeah, you guys leave into the early morning streets of Moonwatch. There is not much activity except on the docks, as you guys see other ships getting loaded up and getting ready to leave for the day. Beyond that is a small city, much smaller than the city of Sharn, since you guys are a little more used to that. What you looking for? Where you going? What you doing?
Stables first would probably be a good shout, but also if there's any sort of like law enforcement, maybe, or like, you know, bounty hunters around, we could also ask them for any pointers of like, have you heard of this person? Have there been any, you know, we could do a bit of investigating in town as well before we head off into the middle of nowhere.
I am also checking my connection to my lieutenant as we go.
To see if you're within range.
Mm-hmm.
You are not within range, and I will tell you if your lieutenant is within range if you are constantly checking for it until you find him.
I sure am.
Okie dokie.
We probably don't want to talk to bounty hunters because if
Oh,
they
that's
know
true.
she's we don't want them to steal it from under us.
Yeah,
true.
but
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
other more official law enforcement, like guards and things like that.
Yeah.
If there's been
We
any like
will
weird
get to
disappearances.
taking a gander around town after our break.
Hey!
A propaganda,
time.
they could say. Hey, you've made it to break. Get up, get a snack, and oh my god.
Yeah? Dad? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was about to mention that they could follow us on Instagram at the Holding Out for a Hero. Yeah, all one word. Yeah, I was gonna tell them. Okay. Okay, Dad. Thanks. Yeah. Rocco's still on the fridge? He's not coming down. Oh boy. Okay. Rocco, are you stuck on the fridge again?
And we're back.
Did you actually time for 10 seconds?
I mean, I opened up my computer clock. Alrighty, so you guys are taking a look around the city to see what's up.
Yeah, I was interested in maybe getting some horses for me and Kitty. Not to eat, I specify.
Oh.
Yeah.
For travel, not for eating.
Looking around the city of Moonwatch, you see that there are a lot of pelts and fish for sale. It is easy to find a stable, and soon enough, as you're walking around the city, you see a stable, and then you see another stable, and then you see another stable. There seems to be a lot of horses here.
I feel like this is God's dream town.
Looking around, you get the sense that a lot of people here who live in the city hunt for pelts and trade pelts. So there is quite a bit of foot traffic at the docks, as well as there's quite a bit of horses here. Not much in terms of farms.
If we're using Lieutenant Sparkles as a ping,
Oh, that's
For us
true,
to
we
find
would
that
need
group.
3.
should we get Patches and you a horse, and then I can just hop between, so we don't tire out one horse with having 1.5 people on it the whole time.
How much does Kitty weigh?
How much does Kitty weigh? Hold on. I
Like-
have a document. I guesstimated. Where is my...
I mean, Patches doesn't weigh that much either. He basically weighs as much as a suit of armor. Plus like 2 or 3 pounds.
Kitty weighs 40 pounds.
40 pounds? Yeah, I feel like that's not an issue no matter what. Gem is pretty lithe, so... And then Patches has no bones.
A strong breeze could push all of us over.
Like dominoes.
Basically. Gem goes first, always.
Half-plate armor weighs 40 pounds.
Yeah, so you and Patches could share a horse easily, and then I probably weigh about the equivalent of both of you combined.
Yeah, we can do that.
So 2 horses would be fine.
Yeah, looking around the city and asking around for various horses and
like
their
renting
price
a
points.
horse, preferably. Like, I don't want
They
that
don't do horse
responsibility.
rentals, but you can buy and then sell a horse.
Okay, fine, we'll do that.
There are regular horses that they advertise as being trained, well, easy to handle, that go for 50 gold pieces. And then there are riding horses that they say are fast, and those are going for 65.
What do we think, y'all?
And the prices seem about equal, no matter where you go.
Mm-hmm.
I have just under 30 gold.
I can buy one of the horses.
I can buy one of the horses.
Just normal ones, I think.
Yeah, I think we just need normal ones.
Yeah.
I don't need to trick my horse out with knocks right now. I'll drop 50 smackers on a horse
Sure.
Same.
to purchase it. I'm not dropping my gold onto the horse. I'm not making it rain on this horse.
I am.
Okay, cool. You guys.
What kind of
get
horses
some-
do we get?
I want a calico.
You get Patches, you find a suitably spotted horse that has spotting over the back, rear. What kind of horse are you looking for, Jem?
One that's like just vaguely elegant. I don't know. Vaguely pretty.
Sure,
Oh wow,
you can
calico
find
horses are real.
What?
Oh, they're called pinto. Pinto horse. That's the term for a calico horse.
Oh. Should you name your horse Beans?
Yes, my horse is named Beans, unless it already has a horse.
You mean a name?
Name.
And the horse comes with a smaller horse. There's a little horse stuffed animal taped onto the neck.
Oh, cute.
That's why you selected this one. But yeah, you can name your horse. And Jem, you can find a horse that is less stocky draft horse looking and a little more lithe. You get one that is brown.
Maybe you should name your horse Arthur. I don't know why. I said that name, but...
I'll name my horse
Yeah.
Arthur.
It's easy enough to find a plain looking Morgan. It's got like a little white spot on its face.
It has tuberculosis.
Yeah.
No Arthurs have tuberculosis. I don't know what you're fucking talking about, John. Not a single one. But yeah, y'all have your horses. Where are you headed? Are you gonna pick up anything else, or
Just like general rations and supplies, I suppose.
sure? I'm ignoring food because I think food is boring. So
That's very fair.
if you want to buy rations, that's fine. If you don't want to buy rations, that's also fine.
Okay. Then I won't.
But any other supplies you want to buy, you can.
Can I
I
buy
am
some
much.
stuff so that while we travel, I could potentially work on Patches' armor to make it quieter?
Sure. You're like looking for like fabric bits to, like, sew on the joints or something like that.
Yeah, or like maybe some grease to make it so it's not so creaky, or like
You
yeah.
forget I have a jangly bell.
Yeah, the bell is what gives away Patches.
That's
His
true.
internal jingly
That's
bell.
We'll just have to
Never
do
mind then.
surgery.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'll buy some surgical tools.
You don't know. You know what? You don't. But like, even if you were to do surgery on Patches, you don't know what organ function that bell is for.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't
know
want
if
to
it's
risk
an
it.
appendix.
Yeah.
It might be an appendix. It might be part of the brain. I don't know.
Would
Playing
anywhere
with fire.
would anywhere in town happen to have a poisoner's kit?
I can make you one if you want.
That's also true.
Yeah, I'll say because this city seems to be very out and about, sort of wandering the nearby areas for things and such. There are poisoners kits.
Yeah, I'll let Kitty know, like, it's okay. Save your supplies for something else. We might need refills later. But I'll pick up a poisoner's kit.
Oh, I don't need to use any. It's just a a thing I can do.
Well, if you can do it for free, do it for free. That's what my motto is. So.
Yeah, the poisoner's kit's gonna be 50 gold pieces.
Oh, yuck. Yeah, Kitty, you're just going to have to make me one.
Let me just confirm. Right tool for the job says as long as I have thieves' tools or artisan tools in hand, I can magically create one set of artisan tools. If I take an hour of uninterrupted work.
Yes, so you can, but you can only have one set of these tools made like this way at a time. So you can't just endlessly make tools, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think I've made anything with this feat yet, so the poisoner kit would last as long as until I need to make something else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then once I'm done with that, I can just remake it at any time, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can do that, I would greatly appreciate it. As would my coin purse.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you guys sell these horses, you're not gonna have enough money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you two patches if you need any kits made. I can make it. Sorry, I forgot I had this when you were buying your jeweler's kit. Otherwise, I would have offered back then.
I have one. It's fine. I have my own jeweler's kit. I bought it.
Yeah, I was saying I'm sorry. I forgot I could do this. Otherwise, I would have offered before you bought your kit.
Oh no, it's fine. I prefer to have my own things.
That's fair.
Alrighty. Any other supplies that you all want to pick up?
Do we need stuff to hold her captive, like rope?
I have
and,
rope. We're fine there.
Okay. Do we need chains and manacles?
You could get chains.
I think Jen
there
needs
are
some of
chains
those.
Here. There are bear traps.
I'm
There,
sorry, what was that, Patches?
I just thought maybe you would need some.
It just... For any particular reason?
No.
Today is
Listen.
John's last day on the podcast.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna... My eyes are just gonna narrow. Patches, did you by any chance, overhear my conversation with Taryn yesterday?
Oh no, Kitty and I were talking.
Inside check. No, I'm kidding. I won't inside check that.
We were talking about if we were still going to be siblings since you and Meikee parted ways, and I said, of course.
Oh, no, we're all, a small little family. It's fine.
We're one large, deeply dysfunctional family.
I don't know about deeply dysfunctional, but I think, yeah, mildly.
We're one large, lightly dysfunctional family.
I mean, yeah, having some other form of manacle might be a good idea, just in case.
Yeah, I'm thinking some kind of metal manacle would be worth the investment.
Mm-hmm. Because we don't know if she's a spellcaster or not either.
Oh yeah, maybe a gag of some kind would also be good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have... God.
This is worse than your soundboard, Rita.
My soundboard is completely fine and not obtrusive.
You can't say not obtrusive without hesitating.
Yeah, but that's when we're playing games, not when we're recording.
I'm adding to the experience.
Hold on,
Your
I need to go
final
to the
experience
portal
with
underneath
us.
my deck and just make a quick pit stop.
Yeah, well, we need to get just something to contain spellcasters, so something to stop somatic and verbal components. We're looking for something to bind arms and something to bind the mouth.
If they have, manacles that could also go over the hands, and kind of, cylindrical way as well. That could also work. So that way it would, squeeze the fingers.
Like a muzzle, but for the hands.
A hand muzzle.
There
But
are
otherwise, general manacles will be fine.
no such hand muzzles, but
We'll just break
between
your
the
fingers.
hunting, trapping, and various other animal gear, you are able to find things that would work as manacles and also would work as like a gag.
Ooh, actually, Patches, when you disappear Lieutenant Sparkles and reappear Lieutenant Sparkles, does he keep whatever you put on him before?
I don't think so.
Did you disappear? Did you reappear Lieutenant Sparkles to get back, by the way? Or were you...
No, we walked.
No, they walked, no?
Oh, no, you were on Ladrill. That's right.
Yes, Ladrill became horse.
So I was thinking if Lieutenant Sparkles kept whatever we put on him, then he would have had the magical manacles.
Oh, that's a great point. I already took that off of him, though.
Oh, okay.
He disappears and
that-
anything that he's holding will drop, as if he
Okay.
never
I see.
existed.
Yeah.
So the point was to move that as far away as possible to get us some time. Which, by the way, I just re-listened to that episode. Very smart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm really smart is something that you'll learn about me.
Just like Kitty.
I'm very much like Kittie in that way, and several other ways which I cannot say without incriminating myself.
Fair. Okay, never mind. Continue.
It was
on.
a good idea, though. That was a good idea.
It was a good idea. Probably saved our hides.
Yeah.
I mean, taking the manacle off Lieutenant Sparkles to use on her was a good idea. Even if it didn't
that's
work,
also a good idea.
brainstorming is key in problem solving.
It's too bad we never do it.
But yeah, your manacles and gag will put you back 2 silver pieces.
I got that purely in autographs for the Memphis Menace.
It's true. Patches is paying rent.
Anything else?
I think that'll be good, no?
I'm trying to think if we might need anything else.
Your horses will also not need food because I don't want to think about it.
Nice. Maybe that was included in what we paid.
Yeah.
Was horse food.
Sure.
I'm gonna feed my horse right now. He loved it.
Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
God.
I think that's it.
Okay, let's set off.
Okie dokie. Which direction are you guys headed?
How long would it take to go 165 miles on horseback?
Roll a animal nature survival.
Well, which one?
Would I be good at this since I have a horse who I love very dearly?
I'll say roll a survival check because I don't
That's +2.
know.
Can everyone do it?
Yeah, I think we all
Yeah,
should.
everyone can do it.
Am I better at it because I have a
Ooh,
horse?
is that a natural 20? I've never used this die before. It is!
Okay.
Nice. What was that?
Doesn't matter that much. Am I better at this because I have a horse?
I'll say you get a +2 because you did some traveling around with Lieutenant Sparkle.
I got an
probably,
8.
so +2. Okay.
13?
13
Yeah.
and
22.
22. Gem,
Yes.
you confidently say that this would take you probably about a little over 3.5 days if you guys are going in a straight line and you are uninterrupted entirely. Patches, you say it's going to take a week. Kitty, what did you roll?
13.
You confidently say that it's going to take 4.5 days. Patches, you're so confident that it's going to be a week.
I got an 8. I'm not that stupid.
I think we should take bets.
You're on. 1 gold piece.
1 gold piece. It'll take 3.5 days.
Okay, a gold piece. 4.5.
Anything beyond 4.5.
Yo, if we get sidetracked for some reason, Patches is winning.
Uh-huh.
We
Pieces.
cannot. Jen's gonna keep this like laser focused.
All right. Do we need to do anything else in town before we set off? Like, are there people we want to talk to or anything like
I guess
that?
that's true. Do we want to talk to law enforcement guards?
Yeah, do you? There seem to be some city guards around, although no.
I don't think they're going to have any information for us.
It doesn't seem like a hot spot for bounty hunters by any means.
Mm-hmm. I'll go to one guard and just ask. We're investigating something, and I just have a few questions for you.
Sure, what can I do for you?
Have there been any disappearances in town lately?
Disappearances? Not that have been reported. Lots of people come and go, but nobody has been reported as kidnapped or I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell with the way these people move around in the city. Sometimes people will be gone for weeks, but nobody has told us that anybody has gone missing.
Any caravans getting attacked? People, being taken from them, that sort of thing?
We've had a few of our fishing boats robbed, although they took some supplies, some of the money, but they didn't take any people off of it.
How long ago was that?
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago.
Around that time.
That lines up. Anything recent? More recent than that?
More recent than that? No.
Have you heard of a woman named Vasilica?
Vasilica. That doesn't seem like a name that is familiar.
Okay.
Inside check.
Insight check.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Natural 1. for
Oh,
Kitty.
no!
I don't know. It's hard to read.
I guess since everyone's doing it.
You go for
A
it.
natural 1.
This card is inscrutable to you two.
I got a 4.
Oh, he's telling the truth to the best of your abilities. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
The most truthful guard out there.
Yeah.
He's got no reason to lie to us.
Yeah, he's no reason to lie to you guys.
Okay. Then I'll. Do you guys have any questions for him?
Nope, sorry, my mouth was full of water.
Patches?
I'm good.
Okay. Then, when we regroup, I'm gonna say, he mentioned some fishing boats getting robbed of supplies and money, and that's exactly what Vasilica set us up to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that was 2 weeks ago, so before everything kind of happened. Yeah, and it would be along the river that they operated on anyway, but nothing's happened in the last 2 weeks, so.
They probably don't hit every time. They gotta, space it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, people would be searching for them a lot harder.
Yeah. Let's see. Turn also said, stick to coastlines and look for abandoned ruins and forts. Actually, before we go, I'll ask the guard if there's any, between here and Shadowlock Keep, are there any, notable ruins or forts that have been abandoned?
Not forts per se, but there are occasional common small campsites. It's not like there's any permanent structure, but the camping grounds are taken up pretty regularly by various hunting parties.
Okay.
It's not uncommon in these parts to see smoke signals around. Or not smoke signals, but smoke from campfires.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thanks.
Hmm.
Off topic. Could
Mhm.
Kitty have been keeping an eye out for anybody who looks like they might have been part of Vasilica's crew in town?
Sure.
That's very good.
Roll a perception check.
That's a 9.
Oh, yo.
You didn't get a good look at literally every single person who's walked past you, but from who you've seen so far, who you guys have walked past, they all look to they don't look nearly as shady and distrustful. Most of the people look like they don't even look as shady and distrustful as the, people you normally see going around town. They seem to be kind of minding their own business. A lot of them are walking alongside horses and clearly have game or fish or something on the back of their horse.
Mm-hmm.
Just seem to be regular people minding their own business.
This is a nice little town.
It is
They would
very
have all been
nice.
eaten up if they came from where I came from.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Then I think that's all I had to say.
Any last minute things for you, Patches?
I'm content.
I'm happy you're content.
Because you mentioned sticking close to coastlines, I'm wondering if we should follow the river for a little bit. The Gray Moon? Yeah, Gray Moon River.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, maybe like for a day.
Yeah, just like for a day's travel, and then we can cut across.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna win this bet.
What? What? What was that?
Nothing.
I can't hear anything from either of you. You're both too short. I can't hear you down there.
Yeah, it's between me and Patches.
Alrighty. So, you guys get ready to set off on your first day of this journey. It's still early in the morning since y'all were woken up at ass crack early in the morning. So, by the time you're ready to leave Moonwatch,
The ass
it's
crack
like
of dawn.
a normal time.
Mhm.
You can still get your full day's ride in during that time. What pace are you guys going? Fast? Normal? You will not be able to look for things if you're going fast.
I think
Unless
we
they're
oughta
like
go
really
normal,
obvious
then.
where like you're like running past a cart, then you can obviously see the cart, but you're not going to be able to like track or anything like that.
Oh wait, if we follow the river, we're not gonna hit where Patches followed the group, right?
Yes,
they-
that's correct.
Oh, but we don't care about that group right now. We're looking for Vasilica. Never mind.
So what pace should we go?
Normal.
I think normal.
Okay.
Because they're all on foot, more or less.
Will they have a boat?
They do have a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't search if we go fast.
Yeah. I say go normal, and then we can really be looking out for a lot of clues and anything we can keep an eye on.
Sure. Everyone go ahead and roll perception checks, please. Or you can roll survival, either one.
Who am I going to trust?
I got a 16. I'm
Nice.
a grandmother.
I got 17.
16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get, Elaine?
Got a 1.
Ooh.
Oof.
A lot of ones today.
I got 2 natural ones.
Oh no.
You had the dunce cap. You know what to do.
I do, but it's like 2 different dice.
Okay.
Put it in the middle of both of them.
Y'all set out. with Kittie on the back of Patch's horse.
On the
You
back.
can't see much. You can't see much because you're riding in the back. Patches gets the best view. Maybe that's why. I think Patches is also significantly taller than you, so it would really make what's it called? Seeing difficult. Keeping an eye out as you immediately leave Moonwatch, headed north. There are a mess of horse trails, horse footprints, horse tracks, going pretty much any direction, every direction, leaving Moonwatch, which kind of tracks from what you have seen of the city. A few hours northward, you keep an eye out for more tracks. Along the river seems to be fairly common. You pass by somebody who is camped out a little north of Moonwatch and seems to be fishing.
I'm gonna ask Patches. Oh no, you're lieutenants with the other group, not with Vasilica. Just kidding. But I guess
You
just...
do not catch any sign of Lieutenant Sparkles either.
but I was gonna ask what kind of
Mhm.
tracks he has.
Horse tracks that are a little sparkly.
They are a little sparkly.
He leaves just the faintest sheen of glimmer in his wake.
I wasn't
You
sure
can
if they
only
were
see
round.
it if you're looking for it.
Would Patches know if Lieutenant Sparkles was, like, killed?
I think we established yes.
I think I would sense it.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It makes sense.
He's still up.
Yeah, Lieutenant Sparkles is still alive. You guys ride for a couple more hours, and you pass by somebody who is riding back towards Moonwatch. Does not look to be a part of Vasilica's crew. Definitely not somebody you recognize. Just another person going back.
Can I insight check the rider to see if like they're in a rush? Are they like relaxed? Are they empty-handed?
There is a deer carcass on the back of this horse,
Okay.
and seems to... You can go ahead and roll an insight check, but it seems to look the part of other people you've seen in Moonwatch.
Mm-hmm. That's another natural one.
Hard to get a good look at their face, since you're not used to riding horses, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll take a look-see.
Your horse sees a snake on the ground and kind of throws you off a little. Not like throws you off of the horse, but like
I get
it makes a
jostled.
sharp turn around it,
Yeah.
and so you don't get a good look at this rider. Go ahead and roll for that, Patches.
I got a 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
Not
we're all rolling
again.
so bad
yeah.
today.
Oh my god. It's all the rolls that matter.
They're looking at you. You're looking at them. You pass like ships in the night. It doesn't immediately scream, "I'm trying to hide something from you," but there is a little bit of wariness as you guys pass.
I mean, we probably are the shady looking ones at the moment, so.
A few more hours pass as you guys are riding north with this river. There are green hills all around you. There is no one and nothing. Well, no people around you.
Green Hills.
You see the occasional deer. Eventually, you ride for a couple more hours, and your horses seem tired,
Mhm.
as do you. You are also tired, and it's probably about time to make camp for the day.
Okay.
Kitty had been talking
Fools.
about how, like, she doesn't understand how this is a river because, you know, rivers back home, that they were full of lava, like the one that was in the cogs, and You can't swim in that.
While we go, I'll just explain the complexities of water and how it will sometimes be safer to swim in than other times, and at other times than that can also look like lava, despite not being lava, and vice versa. And lie.
The Wonders of Natures with Gem. Now out on National Geographic. Can somebody please roll me a perception check or a survival check to find a shelter for tonight?
Sure, I can.
I'll do it. 2.
Sure.
I'm not gonna do it. 2.
Ooh, 10. Perception.
All right.
5.
Patches points out a spot. Let's rest there. And Gem, you find a spot a little further away from the river that seems to be camped at before.
Okay.
You don't know how good it is, but somebody stayed there before. You can obviously see a fire pit that's been put out. There's no like embers going, so it's
Is
not
there
like anybody's
any
coming
glitter?
back for it. Looking around the floor to see glitter. None of you guys see any glitter.
Oh.
You do not detect Lieutenant Sparkles either.
How far away do you need to be again?
1,000 feet, so pretty close.
Okay.
Alrighty. Making camp for the night. Your horses wander around and eat some hay. Or eat some grass. Anything y'all want to do for the night before you go to sleep?
Kitty will like pat Patches on the shoulder if she can reach that high. And be like, "Don't worry, Patches. We'll find Lieutenant Sparkles in no time."
Thanks, Kitty. I appreciate it. Did you hear me say that at all?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
people don't usually thank me back, so I just didn't know what to say.
It's all right. It's all right.
What are we thinking? Guys, do we have any plans? Do we have any ideas of what to be looking for? Patches, have you come through this area before?
I think in passing, but I don't have any recollection of the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if, because like we said, we would only follow the river for a day. Should we head inland and see if we find that other group and see if they're gonna meet up with Vasilica?
I think that's not that's not a bad plan, and I don't have anything better to suggest. Yeah, the only alternative would be following this river all the way up into the Skyricker Forest, and then cutting west to the keep. But I can't say with confidence that that's a better idea.
And then at the very least, if we cut inland and find the other group, we'll find Lieutenant Sparkles faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even if we can end up... Because where did Patches end up seeing the other group? That was...
I will scribble it on the map.
Thank you. Because it's totally possible that... Oh, like all the way up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But they might... They're still, like, they would be a whole, 2 days travel ahead of us?
They would also probably be slower because they have more.
That's true. They have, like, wagons
People?
and stuff.
Yeah, they got like kids and all of that, right?
Mhm.
They travel a little slower. We could feasibly catch up to them.
What we could even do tomorrow... Well, no, that's a horrible idea. Actually, let's not do that. I was going to say we could branch out a little bit just to, like, sweep and cover more ground. But then I was like, if one of us gets ambushed, that's it. We're dead. Badges, what do you think?
I'm not sure. I think there's a lot to think about. We don't know how these people operate generally.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we just have to cover as many bases as we can. What was the question?
Just for general advice, I guess.
Like, should we go try to cut in and then find that group that you had seen a couple days ago? Should we keep going along the river in case Vasilica took this river up to the end of it?
Let's follow the river for now, and if we don't come up with anything, we can try and intercept that other group.
Okay. I think just knowing that they, have operated on this river before, most likely. Well, like for sure because we were with them, but also, it would probably be easier to track them via the river and waterways if we can. Because then if we find any sort of wreckage or anything as well, we can know they scuttled their own ships for the sake of hiding the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we saw their ships. Or, we saw their boats. We know what they look like.
Yeah.
They had, little dinghies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. We do that.
Yeah, I think that's a solid plan.
Okie dokie. So, I'm guessing you guys are going to be doing the same watch because y'all don't need to sleep,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
except for Kitty.
Kitty takes a nap, and then we keep guard.
Yeah. Sure.
Patches, do you need to sleep, at all, or is it just less?
I don't have to sleep, no. I just have to be, in a rest state.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I only need 4 hours, so...
Alrighty. Can both Patches and Gem roll a perception check for me, please?
11.
That's much better. 24.
Ooh, nice. On your respective watches, you guys hear scuttling of animal noises as you watch your surroundings carefully. But your night of rest goes uninterrupted. Well, relatively uninterrupted. There's a possum that goes up to you, Patches, and then plays dead, and then eventually walks away. Beyond that, you guys all wake up to another mild morning. Off you go, north along the river.
Yeah, I think keep following the river.
Okie dokie. Can everyone please roll perception checks or survival checks?
21.
Nice.
Perception.
14 survival.
14 for either. I have a +0 for both.
I have a +1 for both.
So you guys looking around, keeping your eyes peeled as you travel, do see an occasional, you're guessing, person from Moonwatch coming up this area. A little later in the day, more towards the evening, you see a wagon. Gem, you spot a wagon a little ways away. It is pulled by one horse. When you point it out to the rest of the group, Patches, you know that this is not one of Vasilica's wagons. It is much, much smaller. You can see the rider in front of the wagon, unlike for Vasilica's, the wagons that you saw at camp. In the back of the wagon, you can see there are many plants piled into various baskets. They seem to be headed the same direction you're going.
Can I ride up alongside them and just call out to them?
Yeah. They turn to face you.
Hi, sorry. You haven't happened to see any sort of people matching the following descriptions, and I'm gonna describe Vasilica and anyone else I saw in the camp that stuck out to me. Any other, descriptors that I might know. Have you seen anyone matching that?
Yeah, I do remember a fancy lady come by some time ago. I think it was maybe she arrived at Ringbriar 4 weeks ago, maybe 5.
Oh, that's way too long. Have you seen her since?
Not that I've seen. Ringbriar is kind of small though, so if I missed her, she must have been hiding.
And what kind of reputation does Ringbriar have? Is it a good town?
No, we're just a little town. I hope it's good. We kind of mostly deal in herbs and medicines.
Wasn't that something they needed?
Mm-hmm.
That might be a good place to look then. We could. It's along the way, so.
Sure.
You folks headed to Ringbriar?
More or less. Yeah, we're just we're looking for a couple friends of ours.
Yeah, they seem to have left in a hurry. Last time they stopped by.
Mm-hmm.
Did they mention where they're going, or did you see what direction they headed in?
I think they were headed south. Whether they were going to Moonwatch or not, I'm not sure, but they seem to be talking about some ruckus in Sharn.
Oh?
Do you think they went back to Sharn?
I mean,
That was a while ago, though.
yeah, they said 4 to 5 weeks ago, and we came along, a week ago.
Oh, that's true.
Does Ringbriar have any sort of what's the house that deals with communications, where we would send the sending spells before?
I tried to speak with water in my mouth. Not a good idea. Would not recommend. House Civis, they do not.
Okay.
We don't have any of your fancy dragon marked houses in Ringbriar. It's a bit too small of a town for that. Sorry.
No, I understand. It's okay.
I think it's a good idea to check this out. I mean, if you're trying to do what our friends are doing, you're going to need supplies anyway. And medical supplies are definitely important for their line of work.
Yeah. I think it's a good place to check. We could, about how many people live in Ringbriar, anyway?
I think right now it's about 35.
35. Ooh. No kidding, it's a small town. Do a lot of people pass through there, you said?
Not too many. Most of them are from Moonwatch.
You guys have any other questions?
Patches Gem, can we adjust our bet? Because I was betting on the assumption we were headed straight to Shadowlock Keep. But if we're making some pit stops, we might take a little
Well,
longer.
you already made the
might
bet,
wanna just
and
start-
no backseas.
Dang it.
It's okay. We'll make one stop in Ringbriar. How far away are we?
Yeah, we're about 20 miles out. I mean, you folks can probably go a lot faster than me if you're in a rush.
We're making 3.5 days, and I'm gonna kick the horse into a gallop.
Sure.
Yeah. We can make it today, and maybe we'll spend our time, take our time and make sure we don't miss anything while we're there. But not too long.
The guy you're leaving in the dust shouts behind you, "Well, I'll see you there if you're
Thank
still
you!
around." Yeah. Going full gallop, it still takes you a little while to reach Ringbriar. But by the time you reach Ringbriar, it's maybe just past afternoon. Your horses definitely need a little bit of a break, though, before you guys set out again.
Very fair.
Looking around, seeing if there's anybody who looks like they don't fit in with the supposed 35 people who live here.
Yeah, besides ourselves. I'm also gonna put my cloak on.
Walking around, it's very much you're a PC in the Elder Scrolls games, you get a lot of "Hello, stranger." Hello there,
I
traveler.
want to ask someone if they've seen any other strangers. Like, anyone else come through recently?
The last 5 days.
Yeah, you find out that there has been one fisherman from Moonwatch coming in, that came in 2 days ago. Comes by every once in a while. It's someone they know. Besides yourselves, there have been no new strangers.
Well, how about people who don't live here, but might pass through this town every once in a while?
There was the fisherman, and then if you're going back a little further back, there was another hunter that came by earlier in the week before the fisherman, and then the previous week, no one had stopped by.
No fancy ladies.
When you ask about a fancy lady, you get the same time estimates as the cart driver gave you. That there was a fancy lady, and she brought some strong-looking young lads to, I don't know, maybe they were bodyguards. They didn't particularly feel like prying.
I'm gonna
That came in.
I'm gonna describe Terran to them, just to see if that's a match.
When you start describing Terran, they shake their head. No one like that.
She didn't bring her second in command. Again, super weird.
If we describe Vasilica, does that match the woman?
Yeah, they do. They give you a different name. She called herself Claudia.
Okay.
Okay.
But she does match that description, and when they start describing the other people, you recognize that to be some of the other fighters that you had met at camp, but not Terran.
I wonder if there's anywhere for them to hide in town. Like, they're probably not here, but I kind of want to, like, double check, you know?
Yeah, if you ask if they've been here recently, most people tell you no, they haven't seen them since at least 4 weeks ago. Looking around, in this very small town, there's like 3 buildings and then like a bunch of tents.
Oh.
Is the river close enough to this town where like they could see people sailing on the river?
Yeah, it is.
Would anybody have, like, even if they didn't stop in town, did anybody see them sailing by?
Yeah, when you ask about who has been sailing past, they tell you it's mostly either fishermen from Moonwatch, though they rarely come up past Ringbriar, or it's their own ships. They didn't know that Vasilica had a ship.
Could I describe the boat to them?
Yeah, you describe the boat to them, and they say that's bigger than the tiny rowboats that they usually carry, or that they usually sail, and they would have recognized that ship, or at least remembered it.
Okay.
So they didn't come up this way?
But also, I feel like boats like that wouldn't be seaworthy, right?
No, but it could have, like, they could have gone to Sharn. They could have stopped somewhere below Moonwatch and then hoofed it. Actually, insight check on what information they're telling us here at the town.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Could I join in that, Nico?
Sure.
15.
21.
16.
15.
Nice. You're finally getting your high rolls in.
I know.
You get that the folks of this town take after the folks of Moonwatch, and they're telling you the truth as far as they know.
Yeah, fair enough.
They don't really have any reason to hide things, and they don't really feel like they should have a reason to hide things.
Have you heard of anyone going missing? Any supplies being stolen lately?
The people tell you that they did have some boats stolen about 5 weeks ago,
Okay,
but
well.
Vasilica had aided in finding them and returning them, and they had given her some stuff as a reward.
Well, that sounds like her usual setup, doesn't it? I'm just gonna say that to Kitty real quietly, not to the person.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get much out of this town.
I agree.
And you guys can also stay here for the night if you want.
That's true.
It's
We
only
need the rest.
afternoon.
That's fair.
No, it's only afternoon. We take a short rest and we finish the day out, right?
It's
We
probably
don't
like
have
the
to do that
beginning of beginning of evening by the time you guys, since you guys like walk around a little, check out town, talk to people, talk to more people.
Never mind.
It's probably the beginning of evening, not nighttime. Sun's still up, but
Like 5
sun is beginning
p.m.
to set.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We could still get a couple hours of riding in, I think.
you can get a couple hours of riding in. In all the time that you walked and talked, you've left your horses in the care of the local stable hand.
Mm-hmm.
But should we decide now, or should we just decide later where we want to head?
Deciding now would be helpful for me as a DM.
Yeah.
Like, do we just cut into Shadowlock Keep, assuming that
I
they'll
think
head there
so,
on
because
foot?
if they haven't even seen any boats out of the ordinary, then they probably didn't come up this way.
Yeah, I think that's probably... They would probably assume that their subordinate, Taryn, isn't going to turn on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have no reason to believe that Taryn would have told us where they're going. So I think that we should just go straight there.
Especially if she's, like, betrayed him before. And he kept coming back and being like, gosh, Vasilica, you're the best. Yeah, I think that would make the most sense. That they wouldn't anticipate it at all, because they'd be like, well, he lived loyal, he's gonna die loyal, you know?
Kitty will go wherever Jem and Patches want to go, but as Elaine, I think that... I mean, first, did we do an insight check on Taryn to see if he really turned on Vasilica?
Did we? I don't remember.
I will say, Jem, because you have had the most interactions with him, you are inclined to believe him, Jem.
Yeah, but does that actually mean anything?
That's for the rest of the party to decide.
I mean, Kitty will believe it then. But we also know Vasilica has ties in Sharn.
I mean,
so
his wife
wouldn't-
is writing on this, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can always go there. They gave us, like, what, 2 months? Anyways?
3 months.
So,
Yeah.
3 months?
3 months before you have to get in contact with her again. The captain.
Do we know how to get in contact with her?
Find someone with a sending spell. It's the only way I can think of.
You know that she works for House Kundarak, so you can contact them.
Ah, true.
If she didn't say that explicitly, she would have, so
Mhm.
I would give that information to you freely. Yeah, you could do sending spell, or you can contact House
Kundak.
Kundarak.
Kundarak.
Okay.
Sweet.
Then, yeah, I say turn inland, start heading for the keep.
Can we about estimate if Patches knew how fast the group was going? Can we about estimate where they would be based off how many days it's been? Are we smart enough to do that?
Go ahead and roll a survival check. I'll let one person roll a survival check.
Someone else do it. I've been rolling bad.
And this is the whole group helping each other.
Yeah, I have +2 to survival.
I have a 0.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see if I've written something specific.
That seems weird that Kitty has a 0 in survival.
That does seem very counterintuitive.
Yeah.
What did you roll again?
14. If that doesn't meet the DC, I can spend a luck point.
I'm not going to tell you your result before you spend luck. So if you want to spend luck to re-roll, do it now.
Do I have to? I choose which die to use, yeah, so I'm going to spend a luck point. Can I know the DC?
No.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm going to use the 14.
Okay. Yeah, to the best of your collective estimations, if it took about 2 to 3 days for them to go from their original campsite to where Patches found them, you're guessing that it's going to take slightly longer than that for them to get to Shadowlock Keep. So maybe 4 to 5 days. And I think they have a 3-day head start from when you guys got your horses.
Okay.
No, wait. I think they had a 2-day head start from when you got your horse. 2, 3? I don't know. But from where you guys are currently, it's not entirely impossible that they're already at Shadowlock Keep.
Okay.
Wait, no, we'll just head straight there.
Yeah.
Then we'll see what we can find there.
Great.
Okay.
Cool.
Game plan.
And break.
Okay. Okay, yeah. We're good. I might have to hold the cat for the conclusion, but we're good. Thanks so much for listening to episode 26. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. Ah, he's wriggling! No! We want to thank Wizards of the Coast for creating the framework of Dungeons & Dragons 5e, and Keith Baker for coming up with the world of Eberron that this campaign is set in. Isn't that right, Ziggy? Be sure to come back and do